admire his stubbornness. You know, people say, oh, we don't play good football.
Come on, boy, we can beat these Saturday.
Come on, lads, believe, come on!
There's no better way to open the programme than say we are Premier League. Welcome to Up the Borough Television. It is the promotion special and a very special panel that is assembled as well. We've got Paddy Cronesberry from the, I've got to get this right, Paddy, it's the Middlesbrough Disabled Supporters Association.
Correct.
Oh, fantastic. I'm glad I didn't call you club. And of course, the one and only, the man who fills our ears on BBC Tees. It's Neil Maddison, ex-Borough player.
Cheers, Dave.
Welcome, Neil. I tell you what, before we go any further, just in case some people have been living on Mars for the past couple of years and are not quite sure what you do on BBC Tees, man, we've got to play it. This is the man who gets more excited than Ali Brownlee used to get. Have a listen to this.
Ayala, who attacked it, drops for all.
Yes, get it in the beauties! Go on there, you
Ayala
son!
headed it down. Lepida puts it in. Attack by Gibson!
Yes,
Ben Gibson has put Borough 2 goals clear.
Ashley Young. Yes! You little beauty!
We've gone over those 8 minutes. We are waiting, and there
Yes! Get in! Get in!
we are waiting no more. No longer.
Get in there!
That is it. Middlesbrough have done it.
Fantastic stuff. Maddo, why do you get so excited, mate?
You know, I could probably sit back and just commentate a normal commentator does and be pretty boring, but I suppose when you're a player, you're on the pitch and it's totally different. When you're watching it, you do get excited.
Yeah.
You know, I do get excited, and it's just me natural. I know I'm talking about football, and when I'm talking about football, I think I see the game and look at it as how it is. But obviously, when we score a goal and you can see the important goals, I get a little bit excited.
Oh, look, hey, fair play to you.
No shame in it.
We take the hat off to him as well, don't we, Paddy? Because I worked for a couple of years with Big Mal by my side, with Ali as well. We couldn't control Big Mal. We had to give him a button to cut his microphone off because he kept thinking he was on the bench, and you can imagine the expletives that came out, and they did. No, it's fantastic stuff. We're in the Premier League. Paddy, what does it mean to you as a lifelong fan? You go home and away to be facing Chelsea's, Manchester United's, Man City's next season.
It's like manna from heaven again, isn't it? We've waited so long to get back there. You know, I mean, I've enjoyed the time in the Championship, to be honest, with going to different clubs. But you get a bit bored of the Championship. You want a bit more. You want to see the better players. You want to go to the better clubs, and hopefully we're going to get it next
What's
season.
wrong with Barnsley's and Queen's Park Rangers?
Nothing at all. In the wrong way.
What's it going to mean for the players, Neil? Because you've been there, you've had the boots on, you've been out on that field. What's it going to mean to these lads now who've battled through the Championship and they know next season it's the big time?
Well, it's the pinnacle of your career, playing in the top league, and you're going to play against world-class players. You're talking 20 odd years ago now, when I was there, and it's a little bit different now, the Premier League.
You still look young, mate.
I know, yes, I don't look too bad for 46, do I? I just think it's going to be a challenge for the boys, you know, a real challenge, because I said you're playing against top quality players, you know, world-class players, and you're going to these grounds again, you're going to Old Trafford, Man City, Arsenal, the Emirates, you know, which is, people dream about that, and they're going to be able to sample it, walk out on that pitch and done on the pitch and sort of play against the top players.
And your employer was out and about when the Borough were at the Riverside doing battle with Brighton. Have a look at these pictures from the Resolution pub in Middlesbrough. This is what promotion meant and the full-time whistle meant, courtesy of BBC Tees for the Borough fans that were watching on the big screen. So that's what it meant for the fans who were in the pub having the beer and enjoying themselves. But, I mean, what sort of vibe are you getting, Paddy, from supporters?
Well, I think everybody's just absolutely over the moon. You know, it got a bit fractious towards the end. where we thought we were going to get 3 points, we were getting 1 point, and it seemed to drag it out and drag it out. Personally, I thought we could have wrapped it all up 3 games from the end of the season, but it wasn't to be. But we've done it now, and you know, long may it continue. I just hope we first of all we consolidate, and then we kick on and you know do something decent in the Premier League.
Got a very special guest joining us in the studio very shortly, a little bit, a few minutes. But we've also got some special fan rants coming in. All the usuals as well, mixture of them. Look out for the special names. This is what it meant to the fans.
That was a great game against Brighton. Last game season, done it. Premier League, brilliant. Players like Clayton, Friend, Gibson and Ayala all did it. They could go in the Premier League.
Congratulations, Dave, and to everybody at Middlesbrough Football Club. What a day it was. The result was perfect. The atmosphere was amazing, and the celebrations were brilliant as well afterwards. I'm so thrilled for the club, for the fans, for the staff, for the players, for the manager, for Steve Gibson, the owner, who's put so much time, effort, love and money into the club. What a great time to be back in the Barclays Premier League. And for me, I get to talk about Middlesbrough next season here on TV, on NBC. I'm an analyst. We cover the Premier League here in the United States, and I am going to say so many good things about Middlesbrough Football Club. I can't wait. Congratulations again, and what a good job well done.
What a fabulous day, what a fabulous occasion for Middlesbrough, for all the people of the town, for the club, for everybody. Gibson, Ali, it was absolutely brilliant. But the whole game hinged on the sending off of Stevens, and I believe, having looked at it again, that it was deserved. But let's see how the panel think about that.
So, Terry, by the way, reflecting on the red card, there's an awful lot been said, Maddo. Obviously I'm a former referee, so I'm in agreement with the fact it should have been a red card, but I'm not going to bore the pants off people talking from a referee's perspective. An awful lot of pundits, though, saying they don't think it was a red card. Where do you stand on it?
I haven't seen it, you know. I've just seen it first and foremost on the pitch, and I thought, you know, watching it, when he's having a chat with a guy, I thought he obviously said something to the referee because he's got his yellow card out, and then all of a sudden it's a red one, and I said to Mark, I think he said something, but then I've been told that he looked at the gash, said it was a really big cut, and he decided it was sending off. Now, I don't know. I don't think the lad's malicious. I don't think he went in the challenge and.
But you don't have to be, you see.
You don't
have to be malicious. You don't have to mean to do him harm. It's the way you do the challenge.
Well, I think he's done it before the ref when he's seen another injury and he's looked at the injury and he thought that's nasty, and he's given a red card out before doing that. Now he's done exactly the same against us, and you know what? I thought up until that injury, Brighton were getting on top. He was getting a little bit nervy, and then when the sending off obviously came on, it eased the pressure a little bit for us. Albeit the last few minutes were a little bit nervy because they applied the pressure on a little bit, but we got over the line. But if he deems it a sending off, listen, I'm not going to complain about it. I don't think all the Borough fans would. I think it just eased the pressure just a little bit for us, and just seeing the clock run out.
It was nice to see Robbie Mustoe on the rant, giving his views from the US. He's getting excited because he can do commentary on and talk in the studio about the Borough next year in the Premier League. Paddy, just going back to that challenge in the game and the stage of the game when the red card came out, did that help or hinder the Borough? Because I'm hearing both sides. Some people are saying, obviously, he did Ramirez, who was pretty influential, so we lost out on that score. But obviously, they were down to 10 men. Where do you sit on that one?
Well, I hate playing against 10 men. I don't know, anybody else feels, but I hate us playing against 10 men. I thought the challenge was totally reckless, and he went in with studs up, and as Ramirez sort of spun round, I thought he'd done him some really, really serious harm. Obviously where I was sat, couldn't see the gash, but then you realise how serious it was when the stretcher comes out and the oxygen comes out. So, I was thinking first of all, is it a break or something?
Yeah,
like
I thought it was a broken leg when I saw how long they were taking. Well,
just the way he spun round, I thought it was, it was a break, because I've seen stuff like that before, honestly. But as for the sort of aftermath, to be honest, I think it's a lot of sour grapes by Brighton, and I don't like how the media perceived the injury to be. How we've gone with that injury, and how the Brighton seems to be unlucky in love sort of thing, you know what I mean?
It got a bit nasty, didn't it?
It
did,
did,
a little bit nasty.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then obviously Leo diving on the ball, that sparked everything up as well, you know.
As he does.
As he does, yeah. So, yeah, it got a little bit fractious.
What was that with the assistant manager giving all Aitor the show?
Colin Calderwood, giving him the big barge after the game.
You know, there's no call for stuff like that.
To be fair, though, to the Brighton fans themselves, the one thing that I did see and that I really like, Maddo, is at the end, we're doing all the celebrations, the fans are running on the pitch, but there was almost a mutual respect between the fans. I don't know if you saw it from where you were, because I know you were going batty at the time, but the Middlesbrough fans, near to where the Brighton fans were applauding the Brighton fans, and the reverse was coming from the stand towards the Middlesbrough fans, and that was good to see, considering what they just lost out on.
Yeah, I think I spoke to a couple of fans after the game. Went out for a couple of celebratory beers in Yarmond, and in Yarmond, I actually seen the groundsman, and I was talking to the Brighton groundsman and his friend, and they were staying in Yarmond. They said, you know, it was a good game. You know, the sending off, we're talking about the sending off, and obviously, and they said they've got a good side. We're talking about a few of their players, and I just wish them, listen up. I understand what's went on between the two benches, but as a footballing side, I don't think they're a bad side. They're a good footballing team, and I wish them all the best. And a lot of Borough fans are like that, you know. I just hope, and I think that around the town, I think, you know, we'd like to see Brighton go up. I would certainly like to see Brighton go up. I think they're a good footballing side, and I like the manager, Chris Hewton. He's a good manager, done really well for them. So, you know, us beating them to the final sort of promotion, let's hope they do go up.
Yeah, and a couple of the Brighton fans, it was interesting to note, not that I troll the Brighton social media accounts, it's what some friends have been sending me, the fans were saying fantastic atmosphere at the Riverside, and that the general opinion from the Brighton fans was they'd never heard such a loud and noisy stadium, so they were impressed with the Borough fan support as well. Right, feature time. We always catch up with one of the old boys. I won't use the word old with Maddo, he's in the studio, he's a young looking lad. But Bernie Slavin, I'll definitely use the tag old with Bernie. We caught up with him doing his Reds Academy just 24 hours ago. These were his thoughts on promotion.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. To use Steve McLaren's terminology, it was magnificent. But it was all important that we actually achieved it. You know, we didn't want to go via the playoffs. I didn't fancy if we were in the playoffs. Wasn't a great game, but it's been a great season. I wouldn't say the most entertaining season. You know, at times it's been, well, I'd use the word boring at certain times. But the objective was to get promotion, and fair play to Aitor Karanka. I admire his stubbornness. You know, Peter says, oh, we don't play good football. At home, we're not as entertaining as we should be. But he's got there doing it his way. And I admire that stubbornness. You know, he could have bowed to the chairman, the fans, whoever's having a say, but he stuck to his principles and he's got his reward, so well done to him.
And you've been here long enough to know what top level football means to the area. How do you think the region's going to react?
Well, I think it's great for everyone concerned. You know, the town's been on its knees for a number of years now with unemployment and such like, and this puts us back in the map for the right reasons. Now we're there, we have to stay there, which is easier said than done, but let's hope we're in the Premier League for many years to come. It's great for everybody, the local economy, the people. They can go to work on a Monday morning now with a spring in a step thinking Man United this Saturday or Chelsea next week, and it's fantastic for everybody.
Are you seeing it with the kids here at the Reds Academy? Are they talking about it or suddenly?
Well, yeah, if you notice tonight, usually they wear the Reds Academy, they've binned that and they've got the Middlesbrough strips on, and I was hoping for that. I was wanting to see, I was driving about Middlesbrough today, and I've seen a right few Middlesbrough shirts, and that's what I expect. You know, we're in the Premier League. This is a dream. Some of these kids might never see it again, so you need to enjoy the moment.
Tell us more about the academy. Where did the idea come from?
Well, I've been doing work for other guys regarding academies and worked with kids for a number of years now. I did it many years ago, and then I stopped it, and I got back involved a couple of years ago. And then it was Gary Pallister, who I worked with regular, says one day, why don't we start with our own academy? So then me, Paddy, Craig Hignett, we sat around the table, we had a few words how we're going to start it, what our ambitions were, and here we are today. We're here at Middlesbrough, we've got one in Inglewood, Barwick, Billingham, and we're growing and expanding, and hopefully we can unearth a gem that, hey look, we can't guarantee there's got to be Janinios everywhere, but if we see one, we can push them in the right direction. We're not going to smother them and say, oh, you're staying here. it'd be great for us if we could unearth an absolute diamond, you know, and push him into one of the clubs.
And the fact that there's the likes of Higgy and Curtis and Paddy and yourself all involved in this, I mean, how does that go down with the kids and the families?
Well, obviously, listen, the kids initially don't have a clue who we are. You know, the great granddads might remember the forays, but obviously the granddads, the parents will say a bit who we are, and obviously you'll know with today's technology, they can go on YouTube, watch a few of my goals. I was going to say a few of Paddy's headers, I don't think it'd be what there, but they can go on YouTube now and they can find out about the guys that their fathers or grandfathers are telling them, so that's a great thing for us. But there's people been doing this for years, but we've got qualifications and we've played. And out the forays are 3 internationals, so that's not a bad record.
How much you're enjoying it?
I love it. I mean, I can relate because my mindset's still kid-like anyway. So I can go for talking professionally to players or whatever down to kid level, and I just love it. And I love all the different characters and makeups, you know. And I like the what can I say? I like the ones that maybe give me a bit of back chat now, and I quite admire that as well. I'll tell them to calm down and a bit of discipline, but I quite admire that side as well.
So Bernie absolutely delighted the Borough are back in the Premier League. He would be. I mean, Bernie's like that. He does have his say from time to time, doesn't he? And good luck with the academy as well. Quick message, by the way, from the 12th man. They've sent us a message. Said, can you please pass a message on from 12th man on the next show, thanking fans who helped on Friday, put all the flags out. The atmosphere was amazing. So thank you to everybody who participated in putting the flags at the Riverside. Now, we did see the academy and Bernie and the Reds and Paddy and all that. And we'll do something with your work as well when the season comes round, Neil. Okay. One pupil from that academy is young Lewis Fryer. Now, Lewis, you might not remember, but have a look at this picture. This might bring some memories back. Birmingham, late on in the game, 2-2. Ayala's goal had been ruled out. Ledbetter had his shot tipped onto the crossbar. It was destined for a draw, which Borough needed to win, and we had those tears on Sky Sports. Now, Lewis is with us in the studio. Come on in, Lewis. Let's see if the tears of sadness or whether they're smiles of joy, mate. Come on, Neil, Lewis, Neil. Shake hands.
Yeah, shake hands.
There you go. Maddo, did you listen to Maddo on the radio as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, good lad. And that's Paddy. So, well, should it be Mr. Cronesberry? Yeah, there you go. So, tell us about it.
So, my dad, he said I had an appointment, so we went, and then we went to drop my brother off.
Yeah.
And he had tickets for the game, and so we went, and then when they disallowed goal, that's bad.
Yeah.
It was completely onside.
Terrible decision, wasn't it?
Yeah. Mm. But then when we hit the crossbar, that's it. We're not going to get the title.
You didn't think we were going to get... Oh, was it the title, not just promotion? It was the title you were wanting. Yeah. And it just sparked off a few tears, did it?
Yeah.
What's it like to have been on Sky Television?
It's just like, you're just speechless. You're like, what? Are you kidding?
Are you famous in your school now?
Yeah.
He's famous across Teesside, mate. Almost as famous as you, Maddo.
And you're just thinking, just get it out of my head and then just carry on with my life.
Really? It was that bad, was it?
Yeah.
But what do you think now that the Borough's got promotion and next season you're going to be watching Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man City? What do you think?
I know we got promotion, which it wasn't my aim, but I'm still very happy because we're going to play against the big teams and big players, so it's going to be very hard, but it's good.
We are a little bit greedy. Did you want the title as well?
Yeah.
So you're still a bit disappointed about that? Maddo, sort it out. Tell him promotion was what it was all about.
That's what it's all about, promotion in the big league. Who are you looking forward to playing next season? Who do you want the first game?
Leicester.
Leicester?
You're champions,
eh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fantastic stuff. Well, thanks for joining us in the studio. It's really good to have you in here. We're pleased that, look, there is a smile on his face. Have a look at that smile, Paddy. It's there, isn't it?
No more tears, eh? Good lad.
No more tears in the Premier League.
Tears of joy.
Good lad. Thanks for joining us. Tell you what we'll do. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to catch up with the Supporters Club, the Middlesbrough official Supporters Club. They had a meeting in the last couple of days. We took the cameras down, get behind the scenes. Steve Rock, the chairman, find out more about the Supporters Club and what it does. Have a look at this.
Our role as this function is to promote the football club at every opportunity, which we intend to do, hopefully a bit more Now the profile has risen slightly, I would think. Do you think that? But we hold these evenings. Great turnout tonight for Higgy. We do like to see the players here, but under this regime, it's a bit clamped. In this time of the year, we can understand that the priorities at the football club, the supporters club, can be put in the bottom drawer. We understand that, but hopefully we're looking for better things next season when everything's all tidied up and we can get a proper agenda sorted out and we can treat our members with a bit of a treat, let's say, shall we?
For those who might look at the supporters club and think, I remember it from the 70s and the 80s, maybe the modern game and there's no place for it now, what would you say to them about getting involved?
Always a place for them. I would hate to be in charge of Real Madrid, 60,000 members, because that's an email, isn't it? I think we've got about 160 members. The Gazette once said to us that we are the best kept secret of the club, and I want that to change. We need publicity, we need aid from yourselves, from the media, to publicise our events, because it's important. We are going to be here forever. Manager, whatever you think of him, hopefully Gibbo's going to be here forever, but we know he won't be. But the fans, we've seen on Saturday what it means to these clubs, to these people, this town, the area, and there was huge crowds in the borough on Saturday, people that couldn't get into the stadium. We can't all afford to come to games, I know that, but we need fans to fill the stadium week in, week out, and to become members of the supporters club.
And what sort of a knock-on effect do you think promotion into the Premier League will have for the supporters club?
Hopefully a huge one. See tonight, how many's in here? 120 perhaps. Usually average crowd is 60. Higgy's a big draw. I said I email people to say this is our next speaker, and Higgy is a true hero. He's drawn the crowd out tonight. This is what we're capable of. We could have had this on a terracing tonight. It's a nice night. That's not going to happen every week, is it, around here? But we've run out of tables, we've run out of chairs. Next few meetings, hopefully, we're going to have a bigger room, a bit more comfortable, people can get settled in properly, and have a guest speaker from the club, hopefully this time, and people can enjoy the night. I mean, this is the first one of a new era, and we have turned the corner on Saturday. This is a brand new start for this club. No more relegation, Borough, please.
So Higgy's a big draw. That's what Steve Rock said, and it was good to see the Fenton Suite full of Borough fans at the Middlesbrough Official Supporters Club meeting. And fingers crossed, all power to their elbow that the membership increases. A bit like yourselves, really, Paddy, isn't it, with the Disabled Supporters Association? Do you expect the Premier League to give your guys a boost as well and see some more members?
Yeah, I mean, our membership's grown quite steadily over the last few years. I mean, we don't charge you a membership fee at all. If you're a season ticket holder, disabled season ticket holder, you're automatically a member, whether you want to be or not.
Yeah.
But we like to think we're like a fans resource. If anybody's got problems, whether it's ticket in, travel, problems at a ground, problems with other fans or anything like that, come to us, let us know, and we'll fight your case for you. We'll let you know what you can do or what you can't do.
And you have that fantastic do at the end of the year, don't you? The Player of the Year Awards. I mean, thank you for inviting me to host it this year.
My MC extraordinaire, weren't you?
Well, yeah, we do try.
I mean, I know, God bless him, it was Ali's always done it.
Yeah.
And I was desperate for someone to fill in. I mean, I don't know how you fill Ali's shoes.
You don't?
But you don't.
Look, I worked with him long enough. I know you just do not fill Ali's shoes. It's as simple as that. But
I know Coxie was busy doing something somewhere else. And
so his third choice was it?
Well, no, you weren't any choice really, but
I don't mind, mate. Don't worry. I'm not proud, Paddy.
I'm thinking all I can get. No, it was. We were just trying to find somebody who was available. And
available.
And I was scratching around, who can I get?
He made 24 calls before he come to you.
That's right. Yeah. And then he asked Maddison, said, try Dave Roberts. He's got no friends. He'll be doing now.
I didn't want to do it myself. That was the thing. You know what I mean? So, because I'm that busy on that night, I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't have the time.
Yeah. Well, it was a great night. And Daniel Ayala,
a mutual friend of ours, suggested you.
Oh, well, there you go. Thank you, whoever that mutual friend was.
Mr. Georgia.
Let's get back to the footy. 170 million is the difference between Borough in the Championship and Borough in the Premiership across the next 3 years. What's that going to mean to the club, man?
Well, it means we can buy better players. If we've got to bring some players in, you've got to strengthen the squad for the area. Mean a hell of a lot. Businesses, just the whole of Teesside generate a lot of income. and it puts us back on the map. I think it brings our identity back. You know, I think a lot of people have forgot about Middlesbrough. We're here now, we're back in the big league, and people from all over the world are going to know about our town. So it means so much to the people and everyone connected with Middlesbrough Football Club. And the chairman, I'm so pleased that Steve Gibson, he's put so much money into the club. He's backed the club non-stop, season after season, and he's backed Aitor, to be fair. He's bought some players in, they've spent a lot of money, and it's paid dividends. So, you know, really pleased with Steve.
You're nodding away there, Paddy.
Yeah, if somebody deserves a success, it's got to be Sir Steve. You know what I mean? What he's put into this club over the last 30 years is unreal. You know, many a chairman could have walked away, but he's a moral lad. He's stuck with it, and even through the bad times, he's financed it. Managed to get us a decent set of players from time to time, and you know, with the Robbo Revolution and these people. We've had some cracking squads, and it's all down to Steve. You know, if it wasn't for his financial clout behind us, we could have sunk long ago. I'm so pleased for him.
Well, I did catch up with a few fans as they were coming out of the supporters club meeting. This is what they had to say about promotion.
We are Premier League, and now we can take on the best. We can watch the best and watch our team play the best. It means everything. This, especially for our chairman. I mean, I wanted it for myself, I wanted it for my family, but I really wanted it for Steve Gibson as well, for what he's put into our club. And it is our club as well, because he's the biggest fan we've got. I just can't wait. I can't wait for the fixtures to come out and the away games, and it's just brilliant.
I said right at the beginning of the season that Middlesbrough they're a good side. And they've got a good manager, and we'll win. We'll do a Leicester City next year.
What does it mean to you, getting back into the Premier League?
The same as it was every time. Absolutely fantastic. But I hope this is the last time that we've ever got to rely on getting promoted again.
Well, it's absolutely wonderful. It's the best news I've had in a long, long time. I've been smiling all weekend. I was talking to the Samaritans all last week, but I had a direct line to them last week. But now we're back and up the borough.
What are you most looking forward to as part of life in the Premier League?
Winning everything and doing the top and getting in the top six. We won't do this. We won't do Leicester. I mean, that's been and gone. But we need to spend a lot of money.
So it's all positive stuff. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? We're all upbeat about getting into the Premier League. But high time we caught up with some news here on UpTheBoroTV. Here's Chris Story.
And the first place to start this week is with the gaffer, Aitor Karanga. He's come out and confirmed that he will be leading the club into the Premier League next season. Now, if you're like everybody else here at UpTheBoroTV, you'll be itching to get started already on the new campaign. Well, we can confirm that the new fixtures for the Premier League season will be released on the 15th of June at 9 o'clock. And finally this week, as we sit back and relax and enjoy the Euros and dreaming of how we can spend our £170 million, bear in mind we've got to pay some clubs some money. Yeah, Stuart Downing's sale in the summer means we have to pay West Ham United £1.5 million. Leicester City, the new champions of the Premier League, well, they're going to get a cool cheque for £1.5 million as well from the sale of David Nugent. And January, we saw Jordan Rhodes arrive at the Riverside. Well, we'll be writing a cheque for £2 million to Blackburn Rovers this summer.
So, Chris Story with the latest goings-on around the Riverside. And, Paddy, you said you've got some news. What have you got?
Well, first of all, can I give you that ball?
Oh, thanks, mate.
We were going to raffle it at the Birmingham game on the way, in the pub where we were going to stop off.
Yeah.
But sadly, due to traffic and bank holiday Friday and God knows what, and the police, we never managed to stop anywhere. So I'd like to give it to you to auction if anybody was.
You want to do it now? Should we do it now? Auction it now?
I mean, they can either send the bids into yourself or into MDSA or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got all the players who played on Saturday on it.
Don't know whether we're getting a decent shot of that or not, but there's all the signatures on there. Why is it with professional footballers you can never read the signature? When I sign a cheque, you can see exactly who signed it. Maybe it's never been a professional footballer, that's the problem. But we're going to auction this off then, so we'll just ask people to get in touch with Up the Borough Television. We'll give you all the contact details at the end of the show, but you can Facebook us, you can Twitter us, you can email us, and basically it'll do a silent auction. They can
whatever, I mean,
offer whatever they want.
Yeah,
and
whatever funds are raised, it will help to run the minibus for our Premier League season at least. You know what I mean?
For the Middlesbrough Disabled Supporters Association, that's what the money is we're raising it for. So you fancy this ball? It's got the signatures on the first team squad, the promotion-winning first team squad. We want your bids, please. Send them through to Up the Borough Television, and highest bid will win it. And we're going off, obviously off air for the summer period, but we'll update you as soon as we come back, just ahead of the Premier League season. But we'll get everything through to Paddy, so we'll do that, Pad.
Also, we've got one of my daughters works in A&E at North Tees. Sadly, Gordon Jones's daughter-in-law, she works there, and as we know, she's sadly succumbed to. She's having treatment for cancer.
Yeah.
And my daughter and there's got a group of 18 of them. They're actually doing a bike ride, bridge to bridge. They're going from London Bridge, Tower Bridge, to the Transporter Bridge on the 3rd to the 5th of June.
It's 250 odd miles.
It's 300 miles.
300
The route's been mapped out. It's 300 miles.
Wow.
It's going to take them 3 days apparently. So if anybody wants to sponsor her with this, I can get sponsor forms to them, or if they go on Facebook, go on MDSA page or my page, or Kerry's page. She's not a Cronesberry no more. She married. She's now a Johnston. So yeah, as much as we can raise, and we're going to split the proceeds between Diane's Cancer Charity and the Wheelies MDSA Fund.
Okay, I love the way they call them wheelies. Have you seen that? He gets away with that, doesn't he?
Well, Eric Bailey used to call us the
Wheelies.
Eric Bailey called us the Intrepids when we were going around Europe. For
Right.
various reasons.
High time we caught up with some fan rants. Another special one to come hidden in here. Have a look at these.
Well, what can you say after that? I think I've just come off the ceiling. A fantastic performance. A wonderful, wonderful special day. I thought Stuani was fantastic. I thought Ayala, man of the match for me. And we're there in the Premier League, and I couldn't be happier. And I had the best hangover ever on Sunday. Roll on the Premier League. Up the Borough.
Hi guys, listen, I've got to be quiet because I'm in the heart of Liverpool here, so they're not going to like me saying this. I'm so pleased Borough are up. We're going to be seeing you at Goodison Park this year. Well done to all the players. I've got to be very quiet because just over there, there's a Mank who supports Man United. That side's Man City, and here indoors is a Liverpool supporter. My son's in there as well, who supports Everton. So from the heart, I'm really pleased that you're coming up. Welcome to the Premiership, and good luck to you all next season. Bye for now. See you soon.
So yeah, we were going to make a 10 or 15 second song to go on this, but it turned out to be absolutely terrible. But on the plus side, at least we got this guy in a Borough shirt. Yeah, Spot! Yay. Everyone.
Come on, Borough.
Come on, Borough.
Up the Borough.
Up the Borough.
We're going up.
We're going up.
You're not. You're not.
Special kid right at the end there. He goes by the name of Oliver, young Oliver. He is very special. He's suffering with hypoplastic left heart syndrome, which is his family are doing all they can to just to get that word out. Bring it to the forefront of people's minds about kids who are suffering from these rare illnesses like that. But fantastic to see him with his Up the Boroughs and all that sort of stuff. It does bring a smile to the face, doesn't it, Matter? It's fantastic stuff. Also in there, Set Your Sights. It's a Teesside punk band, and they've been in touch and they said, please give us a plug. So let's have a quick snippet of what their music sounds like.
The pages never fade, the legacy remains. This is our home. We built the world. This is home. This is home.
So Set Your Sights, Teesside punk band. It's good to see them wearing all Borough shirts as well. So even the Premier League promotion is getting through to our music scene, which is fantastic. Guys, just before we wrap up, really the last chance to take it all in, because we're all going to disappear, I'm sure, for the summer now and forget football for a while. Are we? Are you going to do that?
Ah,
got the Euros, haven't we?
We're talking Borough. Forget the Borough.
No, I think, you know, Paddy just said to me there, he says he's coming back down off cloud. Now, he's only on cloud 5 at the moment, but I think we're still wrapped up in this promotion, you know, party. Long may it continue. And then obviously when the fixtures come out, we'll start to get ready, you know. Obviously the club, be good, won't it?
9 o'clock on the 15th of June, that's when the Premier League fixtures come out.
Teesside will be having radios, won't it?
Yeah, who do you want? Who do you want?
I don't know, it'd be nice to have a home draw. I might go with Lewis, actually, Leicester. Being the champions here, get off to a good start.
Well, the Camels would be certainly interested in Leicester, wouldn't they, for their reasons, and Borough for our reasons.
So, I mean, it could also be a North East derby, couldn't it?
That's it.
Which one though, Paddy?
Could it?
Which one?
Who do I want to stay up?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a hard call, isn't it?
Who's surviving, Paddy?
My preference would be Sunderland to stay up, simply because of what Allardyce has done. You know, he's got them working as a unit, and they're obviously playing for each other. Newcastle have thrown money at the situation, tried to do it again. It doesn't always work. But obviously, if Rafa had gone in about 4 or 5 weeks before he did do, and then he might have turned it around a bit more. But
I think it's unfair of me to ask Maddo who he wants to stay up. Who do you think will stay up?
I think Sunderland will stay up. I think they're in the driving seat now, after especially beating Chelsea. You know, Newcastle only getting a draw against Aston Villa, but we've seen how many twists and turns has happened in the Championship. I'm sure there's possibly one more to come or so. So it's going to be really tight. I mean, it's in Sunderland's hands. If they win, obviously tomorrow night against Everton, what a result that'll be for them.
Norwich win their game, Christ.
Yeah.
You know, what's going on now, you know?
It's massive, isn't it? It really is. The only thing I think we can say for sure, it's out of Newcastle's hands. They're going to be praying now for something coming their way, and it's good for the Borough to have had it in their hands and take it as far as promotion.
It's good to sit back, isn't it, and just watch it.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be finishing, but hang on a second. I've got one more question to ask. Not being in the playoffs, how much relief does that bring?
Oh, dear me. I mean, what happened last year? I think the excitement of being in the playoffs last year was good. You know, the Brentford game, obviously beating them, the scenes at the end of the game were absolutely magnificent at the Riverside, and then going to Wembley, the whole weekend, I would say, was absolutely brilliant. You know, family and friends went down, loved it, and it was just a part of Wembley that we didn't turn up. You know, we didn't really play. I thought second half.
It was alright for 15 minutes, wasn't it?
Yeah. I thought second half we did okay. I thought we were going to have a go, but it didn't quite happen for us. But not to be there again and do it, and the way we've done it, and that day on Saturday was memorable. And I think, you know, Lewis has been in tonight, and kids like that on the pitch, I know they shouldn't have been on the pitch, but listen, who cares? You know, they were there, they'll sample that, and they're our next generation, so it meant the world to everybody.
Paddy, how relieved not to be in there?
Oh, massively. It was such a, not only getting to Wembley, but it was such a logistical nightmare last year, trying to get all the disabled fans there. It was like Eindhoven again, you know. There was no way I'd have wanted to go to Wembley. It's not a happy hunting ground for us anyway. And do it the way we've done it, win it. You know, do it by getting the points.
Mate, I won't mind being there next year in the FA Cup final.
Well, that's when it was in Cardiff.
yeah, absolutely. Right, that's it, gents. Thank you very much for your time. Thanks for coming in.
Cheers.
The promotion special is almost over. I'll finish by saying up the Borough. Yes, the Borough have gone up. But have a look at this to finish with. A couple of little videos to bring you. What on earth is Wagner doing singing Borough songs? We'll have a look at that. And also young Liam Vickers, before the Brighton game, sent us in this video. I've got to play it. We'll catch you next season in the Premier League. Bye for now.
My name's Liam, I'm 8 and I'm a massive Borough fan. This Saturday I think the score will be 2-0 to Borough. My favourite song from Borough is Big Bang. Da 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 da. My favourite moment by Borough is when Adam Forshaw scored a last minute goal in the 94th minute against Reading. When, not if, we get promoted, I will feel amazing and proud of the Borough players.
A message to Leo, Terry, Sebastian and Les from Neil Bullock. Up the borough. We are going up. We'll meet us, bro. We'll meet us, bro. Everywhere we go, everyone will know. We'll meet us, bro. We'll meet us, bro. We'll meet us, bro. Everywhere we go, everyone will know. We'll meet us, bro.
I admire his stubbornness. You know, people says, oh, we don't play good football.
Today I think the score's going to be 2-0. Broughton Ramirez, up the borough.
Come on, boy, we can beat these Saturday. Come on, lads, believe, come on.